Hello everyone, welcome to Game 2 of the President's Series playoffs for the Cloverdale Colts U18A2 team. This is the game from Friday night, February 21st. Colts will be taking on the Langley A2 team at the Cloverdale Arena. Colts there in their blue jerseys tonight, taking on the Langley team in the white and brown jerseys. These two teams have not met since prior to the season in the tiering games. Langley and Cloverdale met in one contest in the tiering games, Cloverdale winning that game 5-0. These teams also played each other 3 times in exhibition matches during tryouts. Those games were a win, a loss, and a tie for each team, but that was before each team had finished their cuts and made their final roster. So it's been a while since these two teams have played. Looking at the roster for Cloverdale here tonight, they're down 2 players, Jesse and Patrick, unavailable to play. And with Max having started the first game of the President's Series playoffs, Logan gets the start here tonight. So let's head to the first period highlights. The Colts are going to get the first chance of this game. We see Noah chasing a puck down behind the net. He's going to retrieve it from the corner and then walk out to the front, right alone. Gets a good shot off, but the goalie makes a nice glove save to keep it out. Here's a chance for Langley at the other end. There's a nice pass in the middle. They're going to work around that defender, throw it on net, but Logan gets across and makes a good save. Langley coming again. Here's Orson going to retrieve that puck in his own end. He's going to try to make a breakout pass. It gets tipped and it's turned over to the other team, and Seth is forced to hook that player as he's about to get that shot off. So the Colts are now killing a penalty. And as we see Logan make a nice save off a deflection in front, that puck's going to get put back to the point man who's under duress, and Zach's going to push it by him and go it alone, get a backhand shot off. Not as much as he maybe wanted on that, but still a good chance. It stays out, and Langley remains on the power play. And as they are trying to work it out of their own end, you see Arjun go after that loose puck, and he's going to get tripped up by the Langley defenders. So a penalty there for Langley, but then watch along the wall. Zach's going to push back against that player body checking him. He's going to get him in the face, so that's going to be another penalty for the Colts to put them back to the penalty kill. And on this power play, first you're going to see Langley get a chance right in front as that player's going behind the net. He's going to find that player sliding over to the right. Good save from Logan there. Puck is going to get a chance to get out, but Seth kind of fans on it, so Langley keeps it in, throws it towards the net. There's one rebound, a second rebound to that player all alone on the right side of the net, and Bryson dives across, trying to get a block on it, but he can't get there in time. It's now 1-0 for Langley. Colts are looking to tie it here. That puck's going to get thrown in the net, and the goalie's going to awkwardly cover it. Arjun goes in looking for a loose puck, and as he gets confronted by the Langley players, he jumps up and makes contact with the player coming in. It's going to be roughing penalties for both teams, so it's going to remain even strength, 5 players aside. We see Logan set that puck up, pass it over to Carnveer, and he's going to throw that up ice, and Noah's going to jump onto it, move to the middle, wrist it at the net, and you're going to have to take my word for it as the camera pans over. That goes top corner. It's now 1-1, and Logan gets the assist from back in behind his own net. Colts nearly take the lead on this terrible giveaway by this Langley player. Throws it right up the middle. Tyler jumps on it, protects the puck, gets a shot off down low on the glove side, but the goalie gets the pad down and makes a save, and the rebound is just out of reach. Looking for more opportunities. Langley trying to come out, but Linden makes good contact at the blue line there to keep the puck in again for a little bit for the Colts. And as the seconds wind down on the first period, they're going to get this one last chance. There, Arjun picks it up in front, tries to shovel it towards the net, but the Langley player gets a stick on it and tips it over the glass. So to the second period we go, 1-1. Colts throw that puck down the ice, and the Langley defender is very slow to jump on that. Zach flies by them, gets a good shot off there, but the Langley goalie does make the save. The Colts are finally going to get a bounce that goes their way. After Tyler won that draw, back to the point, Bryson throws it towards the net. Jordan tips it. It bounces off the goalie, comes to the defender in front, and he sweeps it into his own net. Unfortunately for him, that's an own goal, but it's going to get credited to Jordan with assists to Bryson and Tyler. The onslaught from the Colts is going to continue here off a face-off in the offensive zone. The puck's going to go to the far half wall. The forecheck from Jackson and Seth is going to result in Langley turning the puck over to Zach, and he's going to wheel around behind the net, wait it out, protect the puck, find a lane to the middle, throw it past the screen on the blocker side, and quickly the Colts are now up by 2. It's 3-1. And as quickly as that 2-goal lead comes, it's going to disappear. Right off the next face-off, Seth tries to put that back to Linden, but instead he puts it onto the tape of the Langley player who races in alone, and again, just off screen like Noah's goal. That's a goal for Langley quickly, just seconds after the Colts had made it 3-1. It's now 3-2. Langley's going to provide the Colts with ample opportunities to stretch their lead. First, they're going to poke at this puck in the glove of Logan. That's going to be a penalty. And then watch in front of the net, that defender knocking around Trevor in front, takes him out from behind. That's arm goes up. Once this puck gets relinquished to Langley, it's going to result in a 5-on-3. So here we see the Colts working it around. Tyler's going to put this down low to Bryson, who quickly finds Zach, who had slid over into the bumper. A good opportunity there, but the goalie keeps it out. 5-on-3 continues. We see Orson's going to put that puck over to Arjun. He's going to slide it over to Noah, who had a chance. He gets bumped and knocks into the goalie. And then the player from Langley comes in, takes a couple shots at him. That's going to escalate a little bit. And at the end of the day, that's going to be an interference penalty for Noah on the goalie. But 4 minutes for the Langley player. So the 5-on-3 power play is going to continue for the Colts. However, in an ugly sequence of power play breakout, the Colts are going to turn this puck over at the line to this Langley player who shoots it in, and Logan mishandles it, and that Langley player jumps on it, slides it into the net. However, you can see the referee waving that off, and the linesman coming in late, deeming that to be offside. And as we look at it closely there, it barely comes out, and you can see the linesman pointing at the Langley fans, telling them to be quiet as they argue that call. It was clearly offside, so the Colts get saved from getting the game tied up. They do squander the rest of that 5-on-3 advantage, but they are going to get another power play. As you see Tyler trying to carry that puck up out of his own zone. He gets slashed from behind by the Langley player. So back to the power play, the Colts go, and they get caught on a change as that dumped in puck went straight to the goalie rather than into the corner. That allowed the defender to throw it down ice and create a breakaway for that Langley player, but Logan does make the save. As we see this shot from Riley, watch Arjun in front. He's holding on to the Langley player. So the Langley player pulls him down and then presumably off screen delivers some rough play. As you see, the referee is going to call the Langley player for roughing. So back to the power play. The Colts go, desperately trying to extend the lead. So Zach takes that puck hard to the net, tries for the blocker side, but he makes the save. Here's Tyler going across the line. Looked like that was offside, but the referees are going to allow it. And as Arjun's fishing for that loose puck in front of the net, he gets shoved down to the ice. And it's going to be yet another penalty for Langley. That's 9 penalties in the first 2 periods as we move to the third. 3-2 lead still for the Colts. And they're going to get this chance on this power play where Jackson gets a pass across to the far side. Unfortunately, he's left-handed. It had to come across his body. That allowed the goalie to get across and make the save. Langley, looking to tie it, gets this good chance at the other end, but another nice save from Logan. As this player falls, that's going to allow the defense to jump into the rush, create a 3-on-1 the other way. Colts looking to extend the lead, but Jordan bobbles the puck and it falls off his stick and negates that chance for the Colts to extend the lead. But here they come again, weaving through the middle. That's Sack, and he's going to throw that towards the net, and Lyndon Fraser going to get it, put that rebound towards the net, but no luck. Colts remain up 3-2 with less than 2 minutes to play on the clock. Langley has the goalie pulled, and look at this chance. Tyler's going to pick this up in front. He's got the empty net, and that Langley player dives across and gets a piece of it and prevents it from going into the empty net. Langley's going to try to come out with it, and they're going to turn it over to Tyler again. He tries to turn with it rather than just throwing it hard with the backhand. He gets taken out from behind, and another opportunity to hit the empty net goes to no avail for the Colts. So Langley is down in the other end, and they're going to throw this puck towards the front. That player's going to sweep it at net. Nice save by Logan to turn it aside with his right leg. Keep this up by 1. Colts again, as you can see, less than a minute now, and they have the puck down low. It gets thrown in front. Noah's there. He gets it on the backhand. Unfortunately, he's on the backhand, and he can't quite get a grade A chance towards the net. He does get that one backhanded attempt. The player blocks it, throws off into the corner, and then Seth throws it hard around the wall. And as you see that happens, there's nobody there, and that allows Langley to come out the other way, drive hard around to the right side of the net. Noah has a player in front, but he doesn't bother to take the stick. That player is going to remain open, and he's going to flick that over Logan into the net, and Langley's going to tie this one late with just 30 seconds left, a 3-3 game, and it's going to end that way. So a very disappointing result for the Colts, considering this would have been their first victory since the Arizona tournament and their first league victory since December 13th. It's been a while since they've had a win here in league play, but it's still a tie, not a loss. Let's have a look at the stats for the game. Logan having one of his stronger outings since Christmas. Zach scoring. It's been a while since Zach had scored a goal. This was his first goal since the Arizona tournament and his first league goal since January 10th. So let's have a look at the overall standings. We see now that Zach has given himself a 1-goal cushion over Seth for the team lead in goals with that goal here today, and a 10-point cushion over Jesse at the top of the table. So the Colts did successfully get their sportsmanship point in this game, keeping their penalty minutes low overall. So let's have a look at the standings now. See Cloverdale in the middle of the pack with a loss and a tie and 2 points in the standings. Their next opponent is just the following day, Saturday afternoon or late afternoon, early evening game against the Coquitlam A1 team, a Flight 1 team, the only Flight 1 team in this President's Series playoff, having been relegated downwards after being upset in the first round of their provincials. That will likely be their toughest opponents. Those other teams on the list are teams that are either below them in the standings or teams they have beaten or tied earlier in the year. So that's it for this one, folks. We'll see you at the next one.